What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And yes, that's right, the Delivery Whiz, the TDW is finally back again Wednesday, September 4th with a new video. And that's right, this is Vegas Gig Life here. You know, I already introduced myself, TDW. It is Wednesday, September 4th, and yes, we've been away again. And here's the reason why, everybody. The gig work around Vegas has been pretty abysmal. DoorDash, UberEats, GoShare, Frayt, InstaCart, everything has been pretty abysmal. And I figured I'd wait till school starts, which it finally has started for high school, middle school, and college, to see if maybe some of that alleviates to pick back up, because the summer was pretty bad, and I documented a lot of that in previous videos. And I'm sure in your markets, or even if you are here in Vegas, you know it's been pretty abysmal. The only thing besides some of these gig apps that I have already named and some that I haven't named that has been pretty straight and steady is rideshare. The biggest problem with rideshare here in the Valley is, even if you can set up boundaries and just like do the west side, the locals do not tip that well. So if you want to make some decent money, you got to go down by the airport or on the strip, which for me just isn't entertaining sometimes. There is so much construction still going on in the city. It's taxing on you, and rides are 2-3 times as long. So you're actually making less, in my opinion. So doing the local runs, when you set up boundaries or areas that you're willing to work on Lyft, and Uber does it too. It's broke down a little bit differently. On Lyft, you get to set a circle and the mileage that you want, and on Uber, you have to select a quadrant. So I always select the northwest area, or anything west of Rainbow to the mountain, as far north as Centennial and as far south as Rhodes Ranch or Blue Diamond Road. And that is the area I'm willing to work in. But again, the locals don't tip that often. They are people getting off work looking for a ride home, or people going to work looking for a ride to work. And so it's give and take. But we're finally back today, and we're going to start up. And as you see up here, we have dropped all the way down to 7 or less deliveries in the last 30 months on DoorDash. And I'm just telling you, they're bad. Okay, the offers on DoorDash have been ridiculously bad, and that's why I also have dropped below 70% on the acceptance, and you see that I'm silver, and that's probably not going to change anytime soon. What I am going to try to do, and this is a big word, try, is I'm going to try to do 3 every day and document those and record those for you, and try to see if I can get 30 straight days with 3+ to get the 100, and see if we can ever get back to hashtag Platinum Sucks, and see if this fall is any better with the Dasher Rewards program. And you're probably like, Wiz, you burn up DoorDash content all the time and it's getting repetitive. I understand. I feel the same way. That's why I haven't been doing any, because it's all too repetitive. I can't even really try any challenges or anything fun, because I'm telling you, these gig apps have been pretty dead for the last 2 or 3 months. And we all know that it's probably slower during the summer, 1, and 2, they have X amount of drivers, or they have an overabundance of drivers to cover their behinds, to make sure that everything gets delivered, even the garbage orders. Even this whole month of August, which it's September obviously, the past month of August, I had one catering job on DeliverThat, and previous months for the last year I was averaging 10 to 12, and then I have 1. I was getting some offers, but most of those were down in the Henderson or areas where I'm not going to drive 10 miles to get a catering order and then deliver it, and then what? You know, I don't like that. If they would give me 2 every day, I'd take it. I did get more delivered offers last month than I ever got before. I got like 7, and I took them all. They were all in the northwest portion, so that's good for me. It's been dry from them for the last couple of weeks as well. And then I finally got signed up and completed on that Zifty app. And if you haven't seen DLIVRD, get out there and sign up for it, try it, might as well. Everybody else is. And they have some pretty decent offers, but again, a lot of those are way down in the southeast, Henderson, and near the airport and the strip like that. And for me to be driving 10 plus miles just to pick up an order is really not worth it. And you would say, Wiz, why not? You drive there, you pick it up, and then you start doing other stuff after that. That's not how I work. I prefer to work these apps in the evening when there's less traffic, and that's just my preference. If you want to take some of these offers and do that, please, they're decent enough offers, and you could start working from there and then make 100, 200 way faster than most people. So that's my advice for anybody working in the Vegas marketplace. Get up on DLIVRD and DeliverThat and DLIVRD. Take the catering orders and then make your day go by a lot faster. Anyhow, we booked a slot on DoorDash from 4:30 to 5:30. It is 4:43, so we've missed 15 minutes or so of time because I had some other things I was doing, and then I have to do the intro for this. Again, we're going to try to do 3 DoorDash offers and then see what other things we get tonight. And hopefully I'll work till about 9 or 10 o'clock. As long as the offers keep coming in that are decent, we're going to keep on working. So that is the tentative plan. So let me get out the other camera, and we are in our usual starting place right in front of Sushi 88. So let me get that camera up and then we'll get started. All right, I got the I got the new camera set up, and you can see right over here is Sushi 88. To our right is Albertsons. We're at Craig and Tanea. And yes, we're 20 minutes in, and I had it paused. And you can see we have the heads up display is there. You could probably see that. But on this screen here, I will probably try to take a ride share and have Apple CarPlay plugged in. And you can see how you can work Lyft and Uber Eats with the screen. It's pretty nice. Anyhow, let's see if I can get this to show up. Hopefully I can. And we have 15 minutes left. We're going to resume Dash. We're booked till 5:30, so we got 50 minutes left. 2 to 7 minute wait, it says. And it's almost 5 o'clock. So we'll wait here and we'll see what happens. And we got an offer right away. Let's see what we got here. We got 950 Neaters, 10.4 miles. So here we go. But also, you know what? Never mind. So Neaters, we're going to take it. It's all the way to Horse Drive, the worst possible destination we have. All right, welcome back. You see we're on our way to our first DoorDash offer. And, you know, it is what it is. We're here at the corner of Craig and Tanea. We're waiting across the street. And this light usually holds forever. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelts. We have our first offer of the night. Neaters, 10 miles or whatever, 9 and some change. It's almost $1 a mile. And then the 15-minute wait for the foods. We're off to a great start. Neaters, 2 salads and a mac and cheese. 15-minute wait, everyone. Wow. All right, as you just heard, as I was walking out of Neaters, 12, 13, 14-minute wait for 2 salads and a mac and cheese. It was not even busy at this restaurant. And this is the frustrating part about the gig work, that some of the people that use it to receive their goods don't realize is we get paid very little to wait long period of time, and it's not right. This restaurant was not busy, and it was 2 salads. 2 salads and a mac and cheese. How long does it take And it took me 3 or 4 minutes to drive to the restaurant to even pick it up. So what, they just got the order after I arrived? Whatever. Anyways, this is why sometimes, or a lot of times, that delivering food is very difficult on a person. At least with rideshare, it's pretty static. Like, you know, you're going to pick up a person and it's going to take this amount of time to drop them off. Sometimes they make you wait 3, 4, 5 minutes. You definitely get paid extra for that. Where when you wait here with DoorDash, you don't make anything extra. You just wait and wait and wait and use your time. So the money per hour that you thought you were going to make goes down dramatically, and that's that. And the other one that's pretty static is like grocery delivery on any of the apps. You know, it's 5, 6 items. It's going to take you about 5, 10 minutes. And then the drive it is another X amount of time. And you know, there's no getting to the grocery store and having to wait for the groceries to be ready. It doesn't work that way. Well, why is this open? Let's close this too. We don't want to see this. Anyhow, it doesn't work that way. You go, you shop, and you leave. This is the only, food delivery is the only one where it really sucks, because I don't know why. I'm telling you, there was 5 employees inside there and it was not busy. I would not blow smoke up your behinds. I should have recorded a little bit in there to show, but I was already mad because I haven't delivered any DoorDash in a month. Literally 4 weeks, 0 DoorDash, and the first offer I get is 10 miles plus a 15-minute wait on top of the mileage. So yeah, anyhow, we're on our way to drop this off. Alright, I did a time lapse with this camera for the ride over here to show you just how far it was and how far to the mountain I really am when I say I delivered to the mountain. And you saw to the right here, to the left here is the mountain. And this is Grand Teton Drive and Aliante Parkway. It is the farthest you can get in the DoorDash zone. Let's just take a look to see if we can see. Yeah. So hopefully you can see this. You see I'm way up here. That is the farthest corner. And there's no restaurants. There's nothing up here. Zip, zero, zilch, nada. Not to mention that chewed up all the time. 51 minutes for $9.50. As you can see, it was a hand to customer, so I don't record those, as you know. And the new pay screen, I hate, because it just shows you the total. It doesn't show you the tip. You have to click the little down arrow to see it. So without looking back while I'm driving, I believe it was a $5 tip. Or you know what? Let's just take a look. Let's get the exact particulars of this one. Yes, $4.50 base pay, which is a lot, and then $5 tip. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Also, the other frustrating part about this delivery was they just got a new gate system with a code put in, and it wouldn't let me in. And I tried to piggyback on it, but they have it set so fast that you can't piggyback at this community. Most of them you can. And yeah, I don't deliver DoorDash for a long time, and the first one back is really, really sour, everyone. I'm trying to be as positive as possible, but 15 minutes for 2 salads and a mac and cheese, and then to drive over here to the very darkest, deepest ends of the earth with nothing, and I'm kicked off of DoorDash. On top of it, I took one for them, waited a long ass time, and then drove it to a remote spot on the face of the planet, and I can't get right back in, or they don't extend me a half hour or anything. So now I'm driving back, as you can see, the same way we came, down Aliante Parkway, And yeah, we got nothing, and we're not in anything. They rejected a couple of InstaCart offers from Smith's that's straight ahead of us, about a mile away, but they weren't that great. And one wasn't too bad, 2 deliveries for $16, 3 miles. I contemplated that, but I didn't. So now we're going to jump back on the 215 here, and I guess we're going to head into Centennial, and I'm not sure what to do now. I'd like to do 2 more DoorDash, but the next scheduled time I could get in is 7:30. So we'll see what happens between now and then. It's 5:37, as you can see. Maybe I'll try some rideshare. It's the only thing that's pretty constant, because 51 minutes for $9.50 is not worth it, people. It's not even $12, $13 an hour using your car and stuff. It's gross. It's disgusting, and it's not ever going to get any better from this point on. The good times of delivering food and gig apps and stuff like that are probably long gone, especially in the economy with inflation so high. I understand, but still, it's frustrating. And, you know, why can't DoorDash put another $3-4 on that as base pay? Because they know I can't get anything on the way back. So they're basically paying me, you know, whatever, 50 cents a mile or whatever nonsense. It's bad. So sit back, relax. We're on our way to Centennial to probably do some rideshare, most likely. All right, and we're back. You see, I drove across town to Durango and 215, and we're in this little shopping mall that has Orizaba's over there, Buffalo Wild Wings over there in front of us. Wild Wings around the corner. We're going to try to do some rideshare. So I'm going to get everything set up, and hopefully when we get back, we're going to do UberEats, Uber Rideshare, and Lyft. And we're going to narrow down the area that we can work out of to up here for a couple hours, and we'll see. I'd like to wrap this up before it gets dark, which is about 7:10 local time right now. So we're going to see what we can do. So far, we're in the toilet. 9:50, and we started an hour ago. So yay, $9.50 an hour. It's awesome money, people. Jump up and down, do a parade, do a dance, whatever you got to do. It sucks. Be right back. All right, slight change in plans. We are going to go right over here. Actually, let's just drive over there. PetSmart. Let's avoid this glass next to us. PetSmart. Should be able to see it right in front of us now. InstaCart, 2 items, $16 for 6 miles. 16? Something like that. Well, hold on. Let's see exactly what it was again. Oh, $13.27 for 6 miles, 2 items. It's good. I'm right in the parking lot. There's no reason not to take stuff like that. You basically walk in, grab 2 easy items, and then drive and deliver. $13. Should be pretty fast. 5:58. We'll see how fast we can complete this one. Right, we arrived. They were 2 dog pillows. Leave at door. Took about 6 minutes because I couldn't find one of the pillows. But you can see, pretty easy job. And no, I didn't have them in a warm bag. They're not food. Haha. All right, let's get these up here. And there we go, $13.27, 6 miles, 2 items, Instacart. Not too bad. All right, and we're back again right where we left off. Buffalo Wild Wings in front of us, and this other strip mall nonsense, Cold Stone, whatever. And then PetSmart to our left, where we just left. So it was about a half hour. You saw the 2 items, 2 puppy pillows or 2 dog pillows. Took me an extra minute to find one because they moved it to a different low bin area that I didn't see. 6 minutes shopping, about 10-minute drive, $13.27. Those are the ones the TDW suggests that you guys take, because I'm going to take those, especially when it's a 100-yard drive to the store because you're in the parking lot already. So definitely take those. The 6 miles I wasn't thrilled about, but the $13.27 was pretty good. And there was a nice tip on there as well, from what you can see in the screenshot. Anyhow, now I'm going to wrap up the video. We are going to attempt to do one rideshare ride, and that is going to be on Lyft or Uber. We're going to set them both up. We have a slot at 7:30 for DoorDash, but it's going to be dark by then, so I'll just record some of that off camera or take the screenshots and share them with in the next video, because we need to do 2 more today. If we're going to try doing 3 every day, we got to get 2 more. And there's Lyft. Sucky part is I don't know how. So you see the area that I've set for Lyft. Usually I'd set this maybe a little further south, but I'm just going to stay in here. We're just looking for one ride. And if we don't set these filters, everyone, they're going to give me every ride they can down to the Strip, Paradise, and the airport right here. So we try to avoid that for right now. We're just trying to get one ride in. Most likely we'll get it on Uber first. So as soon as we get one, we'll be right back. Oh, I got a bunch of voice. All right, as you can see, we got a ride. It's $5 and some change for a couple miles, 0.8 of a mile behind us north in front of Smith's. And then that's going to do it for today, my first day back on camera. So for my first day back on camera, we'll have an Uber ride, we'll have InstaCart that we already did, and then the DoorDash that was god-awful. So it's not that great of a first day return, but off camera we're going to do a 7:30 shift to get 2 more DoorDash, because we're going to do the 3 a day to keep it rolling. So next month, about this time, we'll have the hashtag Platinum Sucks back, and hopefully maybe it doesn't suck. But anyhow, let's go get this gentleman before he cancels the ride, and you can see the CarPlay. And we're back. That was a quick ride. It was maybe 6-7 minutes total. She was at Smith's grocery store, or the place right next to it, Porta Subs. It was where she set the pickup, but she had groceries and stuff, and she literally went straight ahead of me about a mile. 5:47 or whatever it was for that amount of time is pretty good, and simple and easy. There was no waiting for no food, and there was no long drive. So half the money I made in a tenth of the time for a ride versus a DoorDash food delivery. And a lot of it had to do with the distance and the waiting for the food. So there was 2 factors in that one, and we know 51 minutes for $9.50 is terrible. And if I wasn't using that for content already, I definitely was over the threshold to cancel it, and I'd cancel that all day long, and I suggest that you guys out there do it as well. Anyhow, just like that, it's the end of today's video. I'm not going to get out my other camera and face it to me, although I will say that for the first time in 24 years, I shaved my mustache, which, if you didn't see it at the beginning of this video, next video I'll zoom in a little bit. I think I look funny, but I've been getting a few compliments about it, and it's about 50-50. Some say yes, some say no, but I thought I'd try it. My kids never seen me without a mustache or a goatee, so now they have, and it's all good. Anyhow, today wasn't the greatest first day back video, and hopefully we can do some more content. I am thinking rideshare might be it for right now until I can, I don't think you guys want to see 3 DoorDash deliveries every day, although on that I might just wrap that up all in one video. I'm still on the fence about that. So anyhow, I'm a little excited because now summer's over. The temperatures are going to cool off, which helps a lot because, the heat sometimes is a little taxing. That's why I usually go out more towards the evening here in Vegas, because it is more pleasant. and less trafficy, obviously. And the other thing I will say is this CarPlay. If anybody's used it before, I understand. It's been around for a while. It's not new or exciting. For me, I use it sparingly, but one of the biggest problems I have with it is it doesn't show the trip radar offers, which you just heard I'm getting 2 of back to back, and I'm not going to look at them right now. And when it pops up on here for offers for delivery or ride, it just tells you how far away it is and the amount. It doesn't tell you the distance that you're willing to go. So if you see 20 bucks on there and you're like, yeah, and you click it, then you look down at your phone and then it's, you know, a 35-mile ride, you just end up canceling it. So that's that. As you see, it's twilight and I'm facing the West Mountains. The sun is setting behind them, or has already set way behind it, but you can see it's twilight. And like I was saying, I hope you enjoyed this return ride along. We did the DoorDash one, $9.50, 10 miles, took 50 minutes, 51 minutes, bad. Second one, we took Instacart, 2 dog pillows for 6 miles for $13.27. And then lastly, we just did a 2-mile max. It was probably more like 1.8 mile ride share for $5.27, $5.37, something like that. The change is irrelevant to me. Sometimes I'll just round it up, and you guys know I do that, but in this case, it's in that area. So for a total of like 2 hours, we made, you know, 20 some bucks, so whatever. But I hope you enjoyed it. You know, welcome back, Wiz. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. And the next video will be out soon. Oh, there we go, another trip radar, which you guys can't see, but here should be a couple days. We're going to get right back into the swing of this thing. We're going to do some challenges and a bunch of other stuff that I have in mind for sure. For sure. I was thinking about driving up and down the strip too for rides on Uber to see what kind of ridiculous ride offers we get too, because there's some doozies of those, as well as food offers that are pretty bad on the strip, which I've shared with you guys before. Anyhow, thanks for joining me. Please give us a thumbs up. Get us in the algorithm if you like today's video. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you on the next video. And please, don't do like the Wiz did today. Don't take the $9.50 for 10.5 mile offers to the barren freaking desert of Nevada, because you will have nothing to come back with and no offers on the way back either, because it's so barren. Please, I'm not going to do that nonsense. I suggest you don't do that nonsense. So say it with the Wiz. Just don't do it.